Chapter 14. We rounded the corner and Johnson stopped dead, like he'd been given an electric shock. I about ran into him, cursing before I heard it. From somewhere far ahead, deep in the darkness, somebody was singing. A woman's voice. It echoed off the crystal walls and then seemed everywhere at once. The song was so faint, I listened hard but I couldn't make out the words. The melody was odd, ghost-like, but it was definitely a person singing. Johnson turned and looked at me, but didn't say anything. Both understood. Somebody was down there. Somebody who must know the way out. We were saved. We broke into a run then, Johnson cradling his arm as we tried to cross the forest of crystal, scrambling over the translucent beams of amethyst big as fallen redwoods. I slipped, hit the smooth surface hard, got up again. We followed the woman's voice deeper and deeper into the cave. Jimmy got to the plateau first. I could tell before I made the rise that something was wrong. In the middle of the mesa was a sort of hatch, like something off the deck of a submarine. It was round and made of steel, and sticking out of it was a metal locking wheel. The woman's song drifted up from it like smoke. I looked back at Johnson as I grasped the handle. He was out of breath, still clutching his wrist where his hand had been, trying to keep the cloth tourniquet tight around the stump. He nodded and I gave it a turn. Ooh, sounds interesting. Oh, you need to fill all 4 bottles at once? Okay. Oh, hey, we're back. Oh, a mask is missing. Cool. The Week in Review. Johnson City, Texas. President Johnson boned up on reports and correspondence at the LBJ Ranch today, pending arrival of cabinet officials for a wide-ranging review of defense and foreign problems. Defense Secretary Robert S. McNamara and Deputy Defense Secretary Cyrus R. Vance were due to arrive by Jetstar at 3 p.m. CST and will remain overnight at the ranch. Saigon, South Vietnam. The Viet Cong mounted an assault on the Bien Hoa Airport in Saigon on November 1st. Washington has yet to comment on the impact of the attack on U.S. operations in Vietnam. Neshoba County, Missis... Oh, is that Missouri? Or Mississippi? Oh, I don't know. 18 men arrested by the FBI in connection with murder of 3 civil rights workers are still awaiting formal charges from the state. Oh. Well, it's Ku Klux Klan. That's probably Mississippi. The men alleged to be members of the Ku Klux Klan and are accused of murdering James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schwerner with the tacit cooperation of the local police. 3 activists were visiting the area to investigate the burning of a church. Entertainment. The Supremes' Baby Love remains at the top of the chart this week, followed closely by Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. At the movies, The Outrage opened this week. Paul Newman, Lawrence Harvey, and Claire Bloom star.
If Woodcutter killed Bullard, he was pretty sneaky about it. No marks on the body, no sign of a struggle. Coroner ruled it was pancreatic failure. How do you kill a man without leaving a mark on him? And why return to the scene of the crime?
Hmm. So we need some hot water. Okay. Oh, there we go. I almost missed a piece of paper. Here's Bullard. I am Woodcutter. You have 5 days. I am coming. Are we supposed to heat treat it? Dear Josie, thank you for the lemon juice. This is my first time writing a secret message, and I hope it works. Today, I brought Bullard his weekly groceries, and again he refused to pay. It's been over a month. He claims that he's broke, but I don't believe him. My family has bills to pay, too, and you know he'd never send a white boy away without payment. I can't stand this. My mom listens to Dr. King on the radio nearly every week. She says we've got to be vigilant but peaceful. But I'm tired of being peaceful. If somebody doesn't pay for your work, I think you should take action. Next time I come around, Bullard's going to pay his tab, or we're going to have some words. Maybe more than words. Don't worry about me, though. I'll come prepared. Interesting. Okay, we're missing one bottle. Alrighty, now that we have the safe combination, Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. That little guy wasn't there before. You bitch. Look at that. Just vandalized a perfectly good piece of art. Asshole. Uh, hmm. Nice. William Benjamin Carpenter's work describing the Carpenter effect over a century ago continues to baffle psychologists today. We have struggled to understand the linkage between the conscious and the subconscious, particularly the ways in which the subconscious mind seems to wield special knowledge of which the conscious mind is unaware. Our research attempts to give the conscious mind unfiltered access to all of the information stored in the subconscious by creating an artificial bridge between the two. We have done this in a rudimentary way with a set of lenses that refract light by tracking alterations in brain waves, but a more robust connection requires permanent alteration of the brain. The lunar dream apparatus combines engineering, psychology, neuroscience, and a bit of physics to create just such a connection. In order to give the subject some control over their own subconscious, we have chosen the moon as a mental mnemonic. After undergoing treatment in the lunar dream apparatus, the subject's conscious and subconscious are merged whenever a full moon is visible. This paper describes the construction of the apparatus, its function, the details of our research, and data recorded from our first test subject, co-author Josephine Herrera. Installed steel siding and insulation per specification. Ran electrical for fans and evaporator under floor to connect to main line and basement. Compressor, evaporator, freon tank, and ventilation installed and tested. Replace standard door handle with locking variety per customer request. Joe, this is our only remaining copy of our research materials. I destroyed the rest. Take this and get out of here. After I'm gone, they'll turn this house upside down looking for answers. Josies, I know about the secret room behind your wardrobe. If you stashed anything there, you must get rid of it. I've already cleaned out the freezer. I'm counting on you. Take the files, destroy the machine, and get out of here. Harris. Ooh, a secret room. Alright, let's go. Oh, what happened? Okay, that was weird. can't see shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Yay, loud jump scare. Dear Diary, I was thinking about Dad today. I finally got some confirmation from the insurance company, which fills in some blanks. Here's what I know so far. Dad went to war in 1940 to the Philippines. He had some minor injury and was discharged in 1944. He was the only member of his unit to survive, the rest having died in a submarine. In 1946, his parents' home in Illinois burned down, and he turned up to collect the insurance payout. At least somebody did. He didn't have any other family, so it must have been him. But other but after that, I can't find any trace of him. Then in 1952, the name Harris Bullard turns up in the footnotes of a research paper from Oakley College. Is this Dad? If so, what was he doing in the years after the war? Maybe he went abroad. There are some inconsistencies. Dad studied physics, not neuroscience, and Dr. Harris Bullard of Oakley College seems to have a chemistry background. There couldn't have been two Harris Bullards at the U of C in the 1930s, could there? The scariest thing to me is that Dr. Bullard looks nothing like the one photo I have of my father. In the photo, his face looks different, and he's not so tall and skinny. Of course, he would have been younger, as the photo was taken before I was born. But maybe it's not Dad in the photo at all. I changed my major to neuroscience and moved out here with one purpose: to figure out if Dr. Harris Bullard of Gove, Kansas, is the man who promised to marry Mama in 1939. It's been 2 years and I'm still not sure. I don't have the guts to ask him. What if I'm wrong? What will that make me? Dear Diary, got a letter from the Herreras today. They are good parents, even if they aren't my real parents. They sent the letter to me at Dr. Bullard's address, which means they know I'm living here. I wonder if they are worried. The whole town seems to have decided that the only reason I'd stay here is that I'm sleeping with him. I don't care what the small-minded bumpkins around here think, but I hope the Herreras aren't worried. Maybe soon I can tell them what I'm really up to. Also, Bobby Sawyer gave me another draft of his novel. It's really weird, but I think it's pretty good. I've been typing up his manuscripts on Dr. Bullard's typewriter. I'm fixing mistakes and making little edits as I go. When he's done, he's going to submit the type version to Amazing Stories, or Worlds of Tomorrow. I hope they publish it. I don't know if magazines will even look at work by a black author. I'll tell them to use a pen name. Tomorrow we run the first live test of the Lunar Dream apparatus. Dr. Bullard doesn't think it's going to work the first time. I hope it does. I volunteered to be the first test subject. Maybe after the treatment, I'll be able to understand what happened to Dad. Is that it? Hmm. And now when I look through that peephole, I'm going to see the woodcutter. What? Come on. Oh, do I need more than one? Well, now that I've got all the bottles, we can go fill them with leeches. Okie dokie. I assume we need to measure the leeches first. Heaviest to lightest. Okay. C is heavier than A. It's heavier than B. And it's heavier than E. So C, E, D, A. Right? Oh, maybe not. Okay. There we go. Nice. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Okay. Let's go down to the basement. Ah, shit. Damn it. Another dead end. doesn't help. Is this an LED light? Spring cleaning with chemistry. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Hours of household chores while the men kick back and enjoy the sunshine. But don't let spring cleaning get you down. Let Mother Nature do the work for you. That's right, ladies. I'm talking about chemistry. With careful application of just a few household chemicals, your work will be done in no time. This handy guide covers a few of the most useful concoctions you can make at home. Have mold in the bathroom? Copper sulfate mixed with calcium oxide makes a great fungicide. Tired of trying to loosen a rusty screw? Just add borax to lemon juice to create a powerful rust remover. Does your man complain about your tap water? You can soften it by adding sodium carbonate. Don't waste time cleaning the hard way. A simple set of common chemicals can help you get that work done faster and smarter. Aha! Today I turned in my resignation at the college. I arranged for my lab to be moved to my house, and I am having the icebox installed next Tuesday. I've taken steps to ensure secrecy. Woodcutter may have forced me out of the school, but now the research can continue without his knowledge. I'm lucky that the house has such an interesting history. Josie came to my office as I was packing up. She was distraught, her eyeshadow all smeared. I have never seen a student so emotionally affected. She's been a valuable assistant this year, and the research will be harder without her. It occurred to me to invite her to work with me at my home, but I hardly think she would have accepted. The young woman now holds a graduate degree in esoteric neuroscience at the age of 23. What does she need an old man like me for? Really? Come on, jump scares should be above this game.